Shalom, friends. In Parshat Vaera, Tuf Shin, in January of 1940, the Piaseczner Rebbe in Ish Kodesh talks about what we say in Birkat HaMazon, in the grace after meals. We say, Tidnenu l'cheinu l'chesed Rachamim, that HaShem should make us have grace and loving kindness and compassion. Chen, Chesed, Rachamim. And what's the difference between those three, and what is that order? So maybe I'll start from the end. Rachamim, which is associated with the divine name, the Tetragrammaton, the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, and the sphere of Tiferet, is related to it's giving compassion and caring for someone and giving to someone, taking care of them, but when they have a little bit of merit. In other words, it's not 100% in between. It's not 100% chesed. It's balanced with a little bit of gvura. It's balanced with a little bit of midat hadin. It's compassion for someone who is a little bit deserving. Chesed, which is pure loving kindness, is for someone even who's not at all deserving. It's to have sympathy for someone who doesn't really deserve it, and to take care of them just out of loving kindness without any kind of real merit on their behalf. Chen, which is a kind of grace. It's a hard concept to translate or to describe, but it has to do with something which is just a person has some kind of innate beauty which enables them to find recognition and find compassion, even if they're really not at all deserving. He gives the example. It says that Noach matza chen b'nei HaShem, that Noah found grace in Hashem's eyes. He says Noach, maybe even if he wasn't really worthy of being saved from the flood, but he had chen, he had grace. It's an idea actually that Rabbi Nachman talks a lot about in different places, about having our prayers be said with chen, that there's something about the way we say our prayers, our tefillot, that they have chen and they find favor in Hashem's eyes if we are able to say them with chen, with grace, without getting into what that means now. I'm not sure I understand, but it sounds very beautiful. So the Piaseczner Rebbe says, we daven teitnenu l'chein l'chesed rachamim. First of all, Hashem, give us chen. Help us to have that inner beauty that makes us noticeable, recognizable, that's special. He's talking about, of course, in the Holocaust. So during periods of difficulty, during periods of suffering, when it's hard for us to find joy, and it's hard for us to have motivation, and we feel weak, and we feel lethargic. So give us that inner chen, that somehow that beauty, that grace, that inner balance and beauty will shine forth and be something of notable recognition to Hashem. Ulchein ulchesed, and then Hashem will be able to grant us chesed and loving kindness, even if we're not really deserving. But we should also, he says, be deserving of rachamim. We should be able to create some level of merits that will be saved and receive Hashem's goodness through rachamim, even though that requires a bit of midat hadin as well, a bit of judgment as well. It will be worthy of that. So l'chein l'chesed rachamim, says the Piaseczner Rebbe, let us have chen, inner beauty. Let us have chesed, to be deserving of Hashem's loving kindness, even if we're not really deserving. Urachamim, and let us be deserving of compassion, because we really do deserve it, even when examined under the lens of judgment as well. So let us all feel within ourselves chen, chesed, rachamim. Let us all feel in our relationship with Hashem chen, chesed, rachamim, and let us all relate to one another with chen, chesed, rachamim as well. As we know, the way we behave down here is the way Hashem relates to us up there. Hashem tzilcha, explained the Baal Shem Tov. Hashem is your shade. Hashem is your shadow. The same way that when you move, your shadow moves with you. The way we move on earth is the way Hashem moves in relation to us as well. So let us all have good tidings. Let us hope that by the time you hear this, the Iranian regime will have fallen. Hashem should give strength and protection to all the brave, fearless protesters in Iran who are filled with self-sacrifice. May we have good news. May the world be a better place. Shabbat Shalom, Kol Tuv.